I'm Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and I'm here with a very cool Thompson Guitars Billy Strings signature model. This is a very cool guitar that's sort of the end result of a fairly long collaboration between Billy Strings and the Preston Thompson Guitar Company that started out when Preston Thompson built Billy a guitar that he'd ordered several years ago when Preston Thompson was still alive and built this guitar for him. And it's a great example of a relationship that has turned from an artist ordering a guitar, being a customer, to liking the guitar so much and playing it on stage that it's evolved into a signature model. The Billy Strings signature model is a limited edition, limited to 33 instruments. The one I'm holding here is number 16 of the 33. And there's nothing super radical that departs from the standard Thompson rosewood dreadnought, but there's a few touches and kind of signature things that Billy asked for that are reflected in this model. So let's take a look at what we got here. The DBS EIA, which is the official name of this guitar, is available in Indian rosewood or Brazilian rosewood. In the case of this one, it's built from amazingly beautiful Brazilian rosewood. Really beautiful, not the kind of super spectacularly grained stump wood that you find sometimes, but really nice, high quality Brazilian rosewood on this guitar. Really nice looking, beautiful dark coloring as well. And like most Thompson dreadnoughts, the guitar has an Adirondack spruce top, and by Billy's request, it's got a beautiful sunburst finish on there. I really like how they do it, and I've really been impressed with all the sunbursts of Preston Thompson guitars that we've had come through here. So, of course, Adirondack spruce, Brazilian rosewood, that is a classic dreadnought combination, and beautifully combined on this instrument. Guitar, of course, has a mahogany neck, ebony fingerboard and bridge, so no big surprises there. Herringbone purfling and ivoroid binding around the body, both on the top and the back. The guitar also has ivoroid fingerboard binding, and I was looking at an interview with Billy Strings about this guitar, where he was talking about having grown up with his dad's guitar that had white fingerboard binding, so he always really liked that. So I'm assuming maybe that was a D35. The binding has black dots for position markers on the side, which really pop out on the white binding. It's nice to see. And the neck has Thompson's soft V shape, so very comfortable, kind of a compromise between a vintage neck and a more contemporary neck. Feels fairly slim to me. The width at the nut is 1 11/16, so fairly standard, and the string spacing at the saddle is 2 1/8 inches. So on the narrow spectrum as far as neck width and string spacings go, and obviously very comfortable for Billy's playing, and a lot of other players really like these kind of dimensions. I really like what Thompson did with the fingerboard inlay position markers on this, which is basically a variation on the slotted diamonds and squares, done in green mother of pearl with jade inlay in the center of that, which I think is really quite nice. It's subtle and yet very different from what you see on most guitars, and that theme is also continued with the Regency torch in the peghead, which also has the green jade for the green parts of it. Very nice. The guitar has an 18 style rosette. That's a little bit unusual for a rosewood guitar. Again, that is something that Billy specified, and I also really happen to like that. It's a little bit simpler than the typical 28 style rosette. Just all around super nice craftsmanship, which we've come to expect from Thompson guitars, of which we've had several here in the studio now. Beautiful center strip on the back between the two halves. Of course, Waverly tuners, and just a great rosewood dreadnought all around. Fairly traditional with a few touches, as I've mentioned. Now, the guitar has a lot of great definition and clarity, as you perhaps heard in the intro, which are traits that you hope for with a Brazilian rosewood dreadnought. Sometimes they can get a little bit cloudy, but this is really a great example of a Brazilian dreadnought that has fantastic clarity throughout its range. And of course, it has a lot of power and punch as well. Very very loud and powerful, and great sustain as well. Really outstanding in that regard. So Thompson's done a really beautiful job, sort of slightly modifying one of their standard dreadnoughts to Billy Strings' demands and wishes. And the guitar just like this is what he's been touring with, and you can check him out playing this on stage, and a whole range of videos that are out there. There are also a couple of demos where he's talking about this guitar in a little bit more detail that you can search for online. So really a great guitar. I love the custom position markers and the torch headstock inlay and the sunburst finish. But really what it comes down to is that it's a great rosewood dreadnought, whether you choose the Brazilian one like the one I'm holding here, or you go with the standard Indian rosewood version of this guitar. Just a fantastic guitar, and I recommend you check them out if you're in the market for a great rosewood dreadnought. I'll go out showing you what the guitar sounds like finger-picked. A great rosewood dreadnought. It's going to be a very versatile guitar, and this one is a wonderful example of that. So we'll go out with that, and I hope you come back here to Peghead Nation for more of our gear demos. My name is Teja Gerken.